I was this close to breaking up with the guy because he couldn't pay for my hair.
According to research, most Nigerians are living in multi-dimensional poverty, 99% of which will give anything for a change in their story. Hustling, toiling, working hard to put food on the table and make ends meet. Most people will give anything to switch their realities from conditions which look like these to conditions like these. Luxury cars, private jets, exotic destinations, foreign adventures, and the finer things of life. But when it comes to love, can love be your way out of poverty? Where do we draw the line between gold digging and simply having high standards? Because the way I see it,
Another human being cannot be your way out of poverty.
Let's talk some more.
Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Welcome back to another video. You guys know I'm so excited when I come to talk to you. It's about to be another fun, lit topic today. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about dating within your wage level or dating in your financial circle. This video is inspired by Toke Makinwa's video. She actually did this video a while back, and for the longest time I wanted to give my opinions on what she said, but I feel like this is the right time to talk about it. Basically, in the video, what she was trying to say is that people should date in their financial circles because it would bring less problems.
I think if people began to date within their financial means, would have less problems.
So you avoid problems when you date people who are kind of in your circle financially. Then another thing she said was that any man that calls a lady a gold digger is a broke man.
Any man that calls a girl a gold digger is a broke guy. The ones that really have the money don't say things like that.
I agree with that statement to a certain degree. We're going to be talking about this issue. I also want to really know what you guys think about it in the comment section, so definitely leave it below. Before I even get right into what I think about this topic, smash the subscribe button if you haven't, click the like button, share to your friends, and leave a comment. This one is going to be juicy and fun and interesting. First of all, I remember talking to my friend Moses, and I was like, Moses, why don't you have a girlfriend? Like, I know you're a good person, you have a good heart, you're lovable, you're fun. I mean, you have all the qualities to attract somebody else to want to be with you. And guess what Moses told me? Moses is like, that
every girl wants money.
That how can he start dating somebody that he is not financially ready to date someone, because every girl in this Lagos wants money. I was like, it's not a Lagos thing. It's not something that is particular to Lagos, but no matter who you date and where they are, relationships need financial investment. You need money to buy call credit. You need money to buy data for your phone. You need money to plan dates. You need money to travel together. There's no way you can escape it. You need money to even get married, especially in this part of the world that people spend on the average 6 million naira getting married. How do you think that you're not going to spend money dating the person when marriage on its own is a different spectrum of... It's like building a house or like opening a business. I mean, getting married in Nigeria is equivalent to the amount of money the Canadian government needs you to have in your bank account to migrate. I do think that personally, if you decide to date somebody that is only in your financial circle, you're kind of limiting yourself. What am I trying to say with that? Money is very fickle. Money comes and money goes. Listen, I grew up in a home where my dad is an entrepreneur. My mom is also an entrepreneur. I've seen us have this amount of money and I've seen us have zero. I've seen us have nothing. If my mom or my dad, whoever it is, was going by, I need to be with this person because they provide some certain level of comfort for me. They provide some certain level of financial dependence from me. Their marriage would have packed up a long time ago, because life is up and down. Life is like, there's nobody in life that is always like this. There's this. It's like the graph is very distinct. So if that is one of your major considerations when choosing someone to date, to be a relationship with, to fall in love with, or to get married to, you are going to be limiting yourself so greatly. Another reason why I think that this advice is not particularly for everybody is because once you decide to date only a certain type of person, aside having limited yourself, could potentially choose wrong. For instance, you're a millionaire. You've limited yourself to only people who are millionaires. In those millionaires, there could be psychos, cheaters, wife beaters, so many different things that you don't necessarily want in a life partner. But because you're looking for a certain level of comfort, your vision is only focused on that. That's where you make a lot of mistakes. Your choice of who you date, your choice of who you marry, your choice of who you fall in love with should not always be about things that can come and go. they should be more about the person's values. They should be more about who the person is as an individual. Is the person loyal? Is the person loving? Is the person caring? Do we share the same values and principles in life? Can we work together? Can we live together? Are we friends? Do we like each other? Once you look beyond things that can easily be replaced and you begin to look at the heavier and deeper things, you are going to be so much better off in the dating. You're going to cut yourself off so much potential heartbreak and pain and shame and everything. I'm not saying that her advice is wrong. There are some things in her advice that do make sense. I do believe that if you're calling a girl broke, it just means you cannot afford her. If you're saying a girl is always demanding for your money, she's always asking for money, she's too materialistic, money this, money that, I think that is because you cannot afford to be with her. In that case, stay on your lane. Date what you can maintain. For instance, another thing Moses was telling me is that see Lagos girls, they only want money, that DJ Copy made a tweet where she was saying that any guy she's going to date must be able to afford to buy her the latest Range Rover. Me and Bumi told me, we were like, yes, because she can afford to buy that for herself. So she's not saying it that she needs a man to come and buy it for her. She can buy that car herself. What she's just trying to tell you is that
I need somebody that will not make me fall below my standards of living, because if he can afford to buy this, that means he's good financially. Because I'm good financially and I want to be comfortable.
There's nothing wrong with that. So at the same time, I was like, you know what, Moses, how is that your benchmark? I haven't seen you drive a Range Rover yet. So why is your benchmark DJ Copy? Like, you guys are not even in the same circle of friends. These people can afford to, these rich people, let me tell you, they can afford to give themselves this kind of advice because they only hang around fellow rich people. So obviously, who are you going to meet if not a fellow rich person? Who do you expect Dangote's daughter to marry? A fellow rich person. Who do you expect DJ Copy to marry? A fellow rich person. You can't even buy her hair of 500k. So what are you doing with that? And hear me out, ladies, this only applies to ladies who are working hard. I feel like you should only be choosing when you can afford to do those things for yourself. I feel like I've mentioned this in another video. If you're sitting at home, sitting in some very poor substandard situation, and you're looking for somebody that is going to upgrade you without working on yourself to upgrade yourself, you set yourself up for so much disrespect and so much insult. So if you're going to give this advice, Toke Makinwa can afford to give this advice because she's good. She's financially, she's sound, she takes care of herself, she lives like a baby girl. That girl has got her own. So when she's messing that kind of advice,
when they want you guys, you know your money is 100,000 naira. Instead of it to focus what 100,000 naira can afford, you be trying to aim high to be dating someone that's not even within your financial capacity.
And you guys are soaking it up hook, line, and sinker. I'm just like, seriously, are you girls kidding me? I do think that all in all, we both have good points. If that is your preference, everybody has what they want in a relationship or in a marriage. Everybody knows what they want. For some people, you can be sitting down there and saying, I want somebody that is loyal, God-fearing. Some people just want somebody that is rich. And they're entitled to wanting that. So if that is what they want, if that is the energy that they want, it's not wrong. What they want is what they want. I just have a problem when you are asking for something that you don't have, or you're looking for something that you cannot give. That's when I have a problem with it. And in this looking for something that you cannot give or asking for something that you don't have, you end up making mistakes. You end up canceling the right people and accepting the wrong people because you're trying to have a certain standard that, see, if you make life about money, you'll be so sad. Because even me personally, I've had times where I have like millions in my account, and I've had times that I have nothing, like I have 0 naira in my account. So sometimes when I'm even tempted, I'm like, oh my god, this rich guy is after me and everything. I'm just like, is this somebody you would be with if he was poor tomorrow? Is this somebody you like enough to still suffer with if his wealth just finished, if his wealth went in one day at the snap of a finger? Maybe for instance, he has a big factory, and then if fire burns down the whole factory, would you stay with this person to start all over again? Or would you lose respect for him? Would you lose your attraction for him because he has lost everything? Stop basing your advice on things that come and go. Base your advice on things that stay, things that are standard, things that would last over time and you can hand down to generations. It's not wrong to want to be comfortable as long as you're working on yourself and you're working on it by yourself to be comfortable and to be somebody in life. But when you're having high expectations for another person, when you have low expectations for your own self, that's where I have a problem. Because it's all these girls that are sitting down lazy at home, they are doing nothing with their lives, they're usually looking for a way out of poverty. But another human being cannot be your way out of poverty. You are your only way out of poverty. Yes, in the movies, Cinderella married the prince. Yes, in the Nigerian movies, the house help marries the prince, or the maid marries the prince. We see it happen. Or the rich businesswoman falls in love with the mechanic on the roadside. We see it happen, but those are the movies. Like, out of every 100 marriages, it's only maybe like 0.00001% of those that actually end up like that. So at the end of the day, I do have a problem with you having expectations for somebody else that you don't have for yourself. There was one day I was complaining to my brother. I was like, oh, Adot, I'm dating this guy, and I asked him to pay for my hair, and he said he didn't even have 5,000 naira to pay for my hair, and I was so upset. Like, I was this close to breaking up with the guy because he couldn't pay for my hair. So I called my senior brother and I was like,
Adot, can you just imagine?
Like, how can I ask a guy to pay for my hair? Only 5,000 naira, and he cannot pay for my hair. And my brother said, can you pay for the hair? As you're sitting right now, can you pay for the hair? I was like, no, but that's why I'm asking him, like, why is he my boyfriend? And my brother is like, sorry, Ndase, that doesn't fly with me. As far as you can't do it for yourself, don't expect it from somebody else. It's a different thing if you had millions in your bank account and you just wanted him to do it as a kind gesture, but you don't even have it. And you're looking for somebody that will give it to you. When will we have sense? When will we give ourselves brain, ladies? No, let's talk. When will we give ourselves brain? I really want to know, because this thing scatters my dada. You guys know. You could meet someone that is earning 100k today that could be earning 100 billion naira tomorrow, and you've cancelled the person because they are not currently in your financial circle. You that is currently in that financial circle, do you know how long you would be there? Do you know if tomorrow you would not fall down? Life is not a bed of roses. Even if it was, roses have thorns. So with these few points of mine, I hope that you guys have taken away from this video today what I'm really trying to pass across. I'm not bashing her advice. I like watching her videos. I like the advice she gives. As I've said, there are some things in this advice that I particularly and personally would take home and apply in my life. But I do hope that I've passed my message across. Don't limit your spectrum because of finances. Don't limit your spectrum on material things. I'd really like to know what you guys also think in the comment section. Let me know. If you guys think that what do you think about her advice? Do you think her advice is right? What do you think about what I said? Do you think where do you stand, me versus her? So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys have learned a thing or two. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.